Okay, you can go.
If you could be anything but a teacher, what would it be?
I think I would probably work in the fashion industry in some capacity, either as a designer or somehow in advertising, or maybe even in, buying for um, various businesses or something along that line, I think.
When did you know you wanted to be a teacher?
I knew very early on that I wanted to be a teacher. I want to say I was maybe in grade 7, and I
wow.
took what was then home economics and took a sewing class and really enjoyed it and thought I could do this. I really like this.
That's awesome. What is the craziest experience you have had in your teaching career?
Craziest experience. Well, when I first started teaching here at Centennial 31 years ago, there was a policy that all the Guelph Storm players went to one high school, and they accommodated all of their training schedules. So I had a class with about 8 Guelph Storm players in it, and one of the Storm players asked me on a date.
Oh.
I remember saying to him, I don't think that's possible.
What is the best thing about being a teacher?
Oh, there's tons and tons of good things about being a teacher, but I would say the best one is seeing students develop, and certainly in my area of teaching, develop skills. So, they start relatively, green at operating machines or working in the kitchen or whatever, and by the end of the semester they've developed significant skill levels, and I always think that that's the most wonderful thing to see.
What is the worst thing about being a teacher?
The worst thing. There's nothing bad, I wouldn't say, about being a teacher, other than you're limited in terms of when you can take holidays.
Yeah.
So you're always traveling at peak times. Like if you want to take your family away at March break, it's always the most expensive because everyone's traveling at the same time. But you can accommodate yourself to that. So I wouldn't even say that's really bad.
Why be a high school teacher instead of an elementary school teacher or a middle school?
Well, obviously, when you get your qualifications to teach high school, you're qualified to teach intermediate senior, which is 7 through 12, or in my day, 13. But I particularly enjoy high school students. I really like the age group. I think that they have inquiring minds. I think that they are just sort of on the brink of maturity, and the difference in a student from grade 9 to grade 12 is totally amazing. And so I really like that opportunity to sort of see them become young adults.
That's great. Thank you.
My fantasy job, other than teaching, which is so great, it would probably be to be a musician, a singer. I actually paid my way through university playing in jazz clubs and things like that.
That's awesome.
So yeah, probably I would want to front a small jazz band.
When did you know you wanted to be a teacher?
Other people knew before I knew. So my parents tell me that when I was younger, I used to stack up my stuffed animals and lecture them and teach them lessons. And then, of course, I would force my younger siblings to sit down and practice their writing with me. And then when I was in high school, I had a teacher that I really respected who thought that I would be good as a teacher, who thought I was suited for the profession. Yeah. So I just sort of went with it, and here I am.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
What is the craziest experience you've had in your teaching career?
I'm not going to be too specific here, but I would say that the craziest things, and it's happened more than once, is having students who are struggling with something very personal and very serious come and disclose to me that they're going through something that I don't
No?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. If you could be anything but a teacher, what would it be?
Nothing. I'm a teacher. I'm an educator and coach, so it's the best job in the world. There's nothing I'd rather be.
Okay. When did you know you wanted to be a teacher?
When I was in high school. So when I was younger, I actually wanted to be a pilot, an airplane
Oh.
pilot. Yeah. But yeah, when I was in high school, I actually started coaching and educating.
Okay. What is the craziest experience you've had in your teaching career?
I've had some pretty wild field trips. Maybe won't go into depth on camera.
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay.
Crazy field trips.
Yeah. What is the best thing about being a teacher?
The best thing is the people. So when a student gets an idea or concept or
Yeah.
just connecting with people.
What is the worst thing about being a teacher?
Politics.
Yeah. Why be a high school teacher instead of an elementary or middle school teacher?
I love all ages, and I currently teach martial arts and fitness to little kids, like
Okay.
young kids and adults. So high school is kind of the only age that I haven't targeted yet. So I get all the worlds, the best of all the worlds.
Okay,